Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. Today we're going to be talking about trading in a slow market, and we'll do a recap on my trades as well for today. It is March 3rd, it's Wednesday, and I'm happy about kind of starting this new month because last month I absolutely wrecked it and had a really bad month. Now, January was great, but anyways, I'm really trying to kind of trade smart, really redeem myself from last month and get back to the steps in the right direction. And so far I've been trading pretty well. Small gains, but steps in the right direction. So today I'm actually up $405, which is decent considering the conditions of the market. Like I mentioned, talking about slow market, and in just my experience, it really does feel like a slow market in specific to trading small cap stocks and trading those momentum stocks. Not really talking about large cap stuff here. But anyways, let's take a review at what I traded today and kind of talk to you about what was going through my head and kind of the feels of the market. So today, the only thing that I was really watching was COHN. And, I hopped on the market this morning, and let me show you, to go over here and show you. Now, this is how I know the market is really slow, is that I only had 5 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 5 trades today, and I normally, like in the past, while I was quite aggressive, I should have been toning it back in the past before, but I was trading anywhere from like 80 to almost 200 trades in a day. Going from that to going to, only trading 5 trades today. And yesterday I think was 4 trades, and then Monday was 5 trades. So this is like all-time lows as far as the amount of trading I'm doing. Now, as far as my numbers go, I think they're actually quite well for what I've been producing. To be honest, I don't think I've had a single red trade since last month. So starting this month, it's only been 3 days, but still, not necessarily, I'm not just talking about red days. I've had all green days, right? Let's look at this real quick. All green days, okay? But I don't think I've had a single losing trade on any of these. But the caveat there is that I haven't traded a whole bunch, especially compared to what I've been trading in the past. So once again, 5 trades today, really not much, but hey, I'm up $405, which I think is pretty decent given that there was, very few trades today. So let's look at those trades. Like I said, I traded COHN, and I didn't even get like great profit on these. I guess was size kind of appropriate and made a decent chunk here and there on each trade. So right as this thing, I think a lot of people were eyeballing this thing because it was definitely a top gainer in the pre-market. And here we had the open, and I missed this completely, but it looked like it was a quick move. I typically don't trade like the first minute of the market, just because things are so volatile and sometimes it's hard to get fills on certain things. But anyways, this ramped up, went to a halt, and then opened back up and really opened up. And it did hit this resistance area, so I was kind of sitting on my hands, but I decided to go for a trade right in here. And my first trade was actually at 9:36 was the time. I got in at 45. Let's see, first trade was at 45.50. So right in here. And then I sold at 47.76. So right in there, and as you can see, it was just a little move. Like I missed a lot of the entire move. Although this thing made big moves very quickly, so it would go up very fast and then down very fast as well. So that's why I was just cautious, and I'd rather have just gotten into my position and sold quickly rather than, get caught in a big red candle like this. As you can see, it pushed all the way up really hard, up to 52, went to the next candle and just dropped massively. So it engulfed that entire last green candle. So pretty crazy stuff there. And when I saw that, I knew I had to be just a little hesitant on this thing. And because the market's slow, I've like slightly been tweaking my strategy a bit. For one, I haven't been trading as much, and also I've been more leaning towards on stocks like this, like just trying to wait for those big pushes high, and then wait till they have some kind of reversal or have just a drop, so I can grab a dip and get in at a really good price and just sell quickly on that next tiny push up, whether it's a big one or a small one. Just sell as quick as possible after buying the dip. And it seems like it's been working for me, but I think I'm doing that just because, once again, it feels like the market is slow. There's not a whole lot to trade, so I'm just trying to get in and out, take profit, and try to survive in the slower times in these markets. So hopefully things will pick up soon with momentum. But for the meantime, I don't want to be trading very risky, and I think I've done a pretty good job on that. So I'm patting myself on the back for this. And I know you guys are, watching this and comparing it to kind of your daily progress as well. So honestly, pat yourself on the back if you've done, well these last 3 days, because I felt like they've been slow, and if you've been able to capitalize on those on every single day and be green, then definitely, give yourself some props for that. Yeah, so once again, it's a decent day, up 405 for very limited trading. So I had that trade, and I did have another trade where I added twice, and once again, it was for that dip move. But anyways, basically I bought in at 50.25. Where was that at? 50.25. So this was a real quick move. 50.25, I think it was up in here. And then bought again at 52. Oh yeah, so if I bought in again at 52.35, which, as you can see, was pretty much the high of this thing. So what happened was, I think I bought in, and I was looking for the next sell, and it pushed so much higher, or it ripped down for a second, so I decided to, nope, that wasn't it. On this one, yeah, I bought in at 50, and I didn't get a chance to sell it higher, so on the next, tiniest drop, the next tiniest little drop, I bought in at 52.35, which is actually quite high. So I ended up having to sell this one. It was still a winning position, but I sold at 51.47. So my average cost was a little bit less than that. So anyways, it was a small little win, but I just had to get rid of it, and it was profitable, but just by a tiny percent. So that's where it got tricky. I knew there, a lot of resistance here, so I didn't want to risk it. And as you can see, it fell or went right into a halt and then fell even more. So this thing was just pretty crazy to be in. Let me know if you got caught in any of these halts going down, because that's bad news bears on that. And I've been caught in those before, caught on the downside into halts. Not fun, losing lots of money. So anyways, that was pretty much it. I did have a trade on VRTV, and this was just a quick one as well. Where did I buy in at? 43.29. Let's see, 11.53. See, 11.53. Yeah, so somewhere right in here. What was it? 43.29. Yeah, I got in here at 43.29, sold it at 43.73. So, just a tiny little push up, and that's all I needed to get a little profit on that one. But other than that, I wasn't impressed. It was hitting highs and then just rolled over the rest of the day. And it was a high price stock, so not that interested. My last trade was I switched back over to COHN again. And let's see, I bought it at 48.12. 15.14. So yeah, I wasn't, after this big fade, I wasn't really interested anymore, but it did consolidate, and then we got this real quick fast push up, and I kind of missed out on it, but I did want to get a piece of the pie, and I did, but it was just a tiny little win. Again, it was a 48.12. Let's see, it was at the tippy tops here. Ooh. I don't know, I really lucked out on my fills here, because I bought in right at the top. 48.12. Yeah, like right in there. And I was able to sell it at 48.91, which, right there is, practically the high, a couple cents off the high. So I lucked out on that one. Otherwise, that would have been probably a pretty bad loss going down. But I managed risk and got out of it quickly. So that was it, and that pretty much concludes my trading for today. Yeah, not a lot of trades at all. Let's see where it puts me on the calendar here. So this month, 3 solid green days, and however, they are small amounts. If you really compare them to my last couple months here, I was averaging, I don't know, anywhere from probably, I had a lot of $1,000 days, and then I had 900, 3,000, a lot of great stuff. So I was probably averaging, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 a day in January, but then I also screwed that up in February pretty bad. So anyways, I guess it's, as of right now, it's about a matter of like rebuilding slowly, just getting my feet wet and not getting too crazy, especially with the market being slow. If it was a really hot market, I'd be a lot more aggressive, I think, to be honest. If those opportunities are presenting itself, I'd be way more heavy in share size and aggressiveness. But just focusing right now on staying green and continually building up. I need to get some bigger green days, but I'm not going to push my luck in the slower market. I've got to wait for it to heat up to then, push it a little bit harder to try to get bigger gains. But I'm just going to have to be happy with, $200, $300, $400 a day here, $100 even, which really isn't much, but I just got to be happy with that for now. So up 805 on the week. I'd like to be able to push that to definitely 1,000, maybe 1,500 if things go well for the week, and try to progress from there. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the market. I want to know if you guys were green today or red, and by how much. And have you been managing risk? Have you been playing it safe in this slower market, or have you been fighting that and being aggressive and just trying to trade harder in the market to try to just get bigger gains? And has it been biting you in the butt? Love to know, love to hear from you guys. That's it for now. Let's tune in for tomorrow, and we'll do another recap on Thursday, and we'll see you then.